We're good. We're live.
All
and
right,
it's
awesome.
Cyber Samurai Saturday, where we play The Legend of the Five Rings. We're still in the beginner game. Indeed. We are still in the beginner
Pretty
game.
much.
I'm the Game Master. My name is Corey. Truly Evil Bob. We're going to introduce everybody, starting with Tarek. Tarek, who are you playing?
I am playing Saenuri. Yay!
Down there, Crystal, who are you playing?
I'm playing Hida Saeko.
And Matt.
And I'm playing the monk Akio.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lion, a crab, and a dragon. If that means anything to you. If yours is the first time looking at Legend of the Five Rings, well, congratulations on trying something new. It is a role-playing game where we play samurai. It's kind of it's mostly Japanese, but a celebration of a lot of different Asian cultures put together in like a fantasy setting. Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons takes a lot of European cultures and meshes it all together to make a medieval setting.
Correct.
Yes. We are all not Asian people. So if we get something wrong from Asia, or if we do something that can be construed as offensive, we apologize. It comes from a place of ignorance and kind of a place of love, because we love the culture and
Ignorant love.
Love and
Yes.
admiration.
So if you have a problem, put it down in the comments. We'll be sure to read it and educate ourselves on everything that needs, that kind of stuff. Corrections. If otherwise, enjoy. We're gonna do a little recap here. These three are going to their Genpuku ceremony, which is the ceremony in which you are graduating into adulthood. You are becoming a samurai. And this one is the most prestigious Genpuku ceremony, called the Topaz Championship.
In all the land.
The
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
they've already done half of their championship. But during it, they met a ghost telling them to protect a man named Hitoshi, who is a Mantis Clan samurai who seemed to have lost his reservation at the hotel. But Tarek's character, Saenuri, was happy enough to share his room. Then, after the competition, the entire place was attacked by Ronin, and they successfully fended them all off.
I think we're like a third of the way through our competition, though.
You're halfway through this. Halfway. Trust me,
Halfway?
you're halfway. We are going to put in a new rule called void points. So,
Which are?
Spooky.
it's funny, this beginner guide right here says two different things. It says, a character begins each game session with 1 void point. And then it says, a character gains void points equal to half their void ring at the start of each game session.
So a half point if you only have 1 void?
No.
To a minimum of 1?
To a minimum of 1, I'm sure. Okay, I looked in the main rule book to get what it says in there. Everybody starts out each session with half your void in void points. You can gain void through different actions.
I'm assuming equal to your total? Like your...
Yeah, you can't get any more void points than your total void.
Because that would be ridiculously awesome if you could just keep gaining
gaining void. So,
Guys, I do have to apologize. My my connection was a little iffy, so I couldn't hear any of the description. I only just got to the end of it. It's like, oh, well, I'm finally connected again.
okay, I'll say it one more time.
Okay.
We're adding in a new rule called void points.
Mm-hmm.
You gain a number of void at the beginning of each game session equal to half of your void stat.
Okay.
So what is your void stat? I believe yours is the highest.
Mine would be 3.
Okay, you're going to round up, so you'll have 2 void points.
Sweet.
Then
It's already
you
in there
can-
for me.
Huh?
It's already in for me.
Oh, look at that.
Under conflict mode.
Under conflict mode, it
Top
should already
right.
be there. You can gain void points, but no more than your void stat. So, your maximum void you can have at once would be 3 for you, Matt. That's correct.
All right.
You can gain void
Okay.
after failing a check that involves an adversity. After one of your anxieties cause strife, or after choosing to be affected by a complication. If I say there's a complication in a scene, which can add more difficulty to it, if you decide to take it, you get a void. Also, if I conceal the TN of a check from a player, so I can tell you what the TN to something is, like, oh, this is this difficult to do. But if I say, I don't want to tell you, you get a void. How's that?
What if we choose not to know?
That's on you. If you don't ask the question, I'm not going to reveal it. Spending void. You can spend void in a couple ways. The first thing you can do is seize the moment. Seizing the moment, you declare before you roll any roll, but it adds a bonus of 1 ring and 1 kept die. So you add a ring die and you keep a ring die. Or you add a ring die and you keep an extra die. So it's basically like increasing your ring by 1. You can also do a shattering parry. When faced with death, a samurai must sometimes accept terrible losses to survive. When trying to survive a critical strike, a character may spend 1 void point to dramatically intercept the attack with their weapon to increase their chance of survival, potentially sacrificing the weapon in the process. Also, void can be used to power techniques if you have those techniques.
Yeah, I have one that requires me to spend a void point. I was wondering how that would work.
So now y'all can spend void. You've been informed of the void rules.
Yay!
If
Look
you didn't,
into the void and
We also
see how
spent
much you get
XP last
annoyed.
if you didn't spend your XP, well, it's too late now. We're moving on.
Oh, right. We
You
have
would
XP.
I'm
All
cool
right,
with it.
you can save it. Just say you save your XP, and you can.
Yep,
Where
saving
do
it.
we even write down our XP?
There's an entire section for that on your
Yeah,
character
it's
sheet.
called advancement. There's a
Advancement.
tab called advancement,
Okay.
and then experience is at the top. You can put down the total, how much you've spent, how much you've saved, and then what you've spent on currently. That makes sense. Like, I bought martial arts and games so I could have fun with things like swords and chessboard.
So, the next morning, starts off the next competition. The next morning, the competition resumes. No NPCs were injured, so everybody is there. I have some box text. I have
Did
some.
we, did we heal our strife and our fatigue and so on and so forth?
How does sleep affect strife? I think.
I know you lose strife at the end of a scene, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, at the end of the scene, you lose strife equal to half your
You
composure.
Go back to half your composure. Oh, and
Oh, no.
by the way, endurance and composure are now showing up on the sheet.
Yeah, they
They
are. I
fixed the
noticed that
sheet.
too.
Nice.
But my fatigue and strife still reset, so I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
I'm
And
looking
I
it
don't
up right
really
now.
remember what the last amounts they were. I remember they were very, very low for me. I don't think I'd had any fatigue, but I might have had a couple pieces of strife. I just don't remember. Top of my head.
I don't remember either.
I mean, it happens.
Well, we'll say after a good night's rest, everybody loses all of their strife and all of their fatigue. We'll
least
just say
this
that
time.
for now. Because these character sheets are not keeping your strife, and
They don't remember things.
they don't remember things. And I don't know why. So from now on, I want you to write down your current strife and composure, or your current strife and fatigue under conditions, so it keeps.
Smart move.
because I don't trust the character sheet anymore. So
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for
congratulations,
that.
everybody.
Also, guys, fair warning. I've been noticing that my internet connection has been like kind of going up and down, like being throttled. Like, unfortunately, Spectrum increased our bill, and my parents called in complaining about that, and now it hasn't been very reliable since that phone call.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I've been having similar issues with mine as well, but hopefully it'll hold.
I hope so too.
So, I'm going to show everybody on the map. Here's the map of the city of Sumo, where you are, where the Topaz Championship is being held. Here's the inn, where you are sleeping at. Here's the Saki House, where you fought last night. And here's the grounds of the competition, the Kikita Dueling Academy.
The fancy plaza, as they say in Kikita lands.
So everybody makes their way to the Kikita Dueling Academy for day 2 of the competition, of the 3-day competition.
Halfway through, come on.
We
got this.
The next morning, the contest resumes. However, contestants who were injured too badly in the last evening's brawl are unable to continue. Nobody is. Okay, everybody's there, so that box text is meaningless.
None of the other NPCs got hurt, like Ruki.
We could have taken
nobody
out the
got hurt.
competition.
Nobody got seriously hurt because their ability not to get injured actually stemmed from how well you guys did during the fight, and you guys did excellent.
We did so good that they got. You know what? I should have taken a deadly blow just to get Riku out of the way.
The 2 people in the lead with the most points right now in the competition is Kikita Riku and Hida Saeko. The people who are who have the least points and are on the edge of failing their Genpuku are Hitoshi and Ikoma Sakai.
Sakai?
No, God, what's your name again?
Seinuri.
Seinuri. Ikoma Seinuri.
And I don't technically have a first name or a surname yet.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
The other
Especially
contestants.
if I don't pass my Genpuku.
The other contestants are Bayushi Meilin, Miyamoto Hinata, Shiba Toya, Moto Batbiar, Kitsu Tsubasa, Yusuke Jun, Bayushi Sugai, then those are the contestants. Then Bayushi Sugai is the previous runner-up of the Topaz Championship of last year. And the winner is also here, Kitsuki Uekimi. Lastly, the Master of Ceremonies is Kikita Toshimoko. And he is the sensei of the Kikita Dueling Academy. You may mingle or ask questions or do what you like before the competition, before the events start. So if you have any questions...
Is there a way to curry favor to make our jobs easier?
I don't know. Is there?
Well, I wanted to talk with you guys about if you can think of any way to, help keep Hitoshi from failing. Because I got nothing.
What are the secondary challenges for today? For this day?
Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head, but it's also been 3 weeks for me, and
you are not a note taker. Perhaps you can ask.
Well,
I
my
tried
character
to
is
take
a note
notes,
taker.
but you went way too fast.
Oh, my apologies. I will tell you what the competitions are today. I'll just tell you. Weaponry, poetry, law, go, archery, and hunting. By the way, after the first 3, there will be a lunch break where you guys can go have lunch or explore the town on your own, whatever you want to do.
Oh, hey. Okay, I'm definitely going to try to make plans with Hitoshi then. To,
Make sure he doesn't
to
get
kind of-
jumped.
well, I'm decent at all of the things that we're going to be doing today, except for maybe athletics.
He also says he's very good. There's no athletics challenge. There's archery,
What was the last one you said then?
hunting.
Hunting. There you go. I don't know why I mixed those two up.
Hitoshi
not
feels
great at
good about
hunting.
himself. He feels like he can pass all of these challenges.
Okay, well
But
then
we will
I'll
see.
ask him for advice and try to. My whole point in trying to talk to him is to keep him around me, basically, so that we can keep an eye on him. I don't want him getting hurt or running afoul of any individuals. So if he's going somewhere, I'm gonna be hanging on with him.
Okay. That will help him actually during the competition.
And I will also keep a mindful eye on him from a distance.
Did you have any type of strategy or anything, Crystal? I know you wanted to talk to everybody.
Oh. No.
Okay.
That's why I was asking. Because I got no clue.
I'm just hoping and praying and maybe even meditating at the fact that I at least succeed in a few of the tasks. Because I felt like a fool a few
Yeah,
times.
I don't pray to anybody. I don't believe in that kind of thing. That's for
Okay.
you know
Well,
weak-willed individuals.
after you decide to help out Hitoshi and stick close to him, we'll start with the first event.
Yay!
Weaponry. The judge seems particularly focused on your footwork as you attempt to adapt to your opponent's technique. The weaponry trial has 2 stages. First, contestants select a weapon from among those offered. There's a sword, spear, club, or staff. And then you must demonstrate your form. Then you pair off and spar to the first palpable hit as called by the judge. The weapons are all wooden. Are all wooden practice varieties, so no one will be seriously injured in the event, although it can still hurt. The check will be a martial arts melee check. The judge for this trial is Akoto Ikio.
That's all you needed to say was Akoto.
Akoto Akito of the Lion Clan. And Toshimoko. Kakita Toshimoko
Toshimoko.
will be judging this as
Yeah,
well.
I really got to step up my game then. Are you sure I can't throw the spear
It's his
since we got a
dueling
spear?
school.
Just,
If that's part of your form. The first
I
contestant
mean, that's how Yari are used.
to score a hit. Yeah, but they can also like take a sword and cut the spear down in midair.
That's true. If somebody's super fancy, what you're saying is I got to go up against somebody who's not so great at using a weapon.
So, who would like to take this weaponry challenge first?
I'm eager.
Okay.
Or the Ikoma would be eager.
As I said, the judge seems particularly focused on your footwork as you attempt to adapt to your opponent's technique. So,
Okay.
what is your how would you like to approach this challenge?
As fluidly as water.
There you go. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a martial arts melee check. And you can spend void on this now if you like.
So if I spend a void, it just adds 1 ring, basically, right?
And you get to keep an extra die.
Yeah, 1 ring die. There's no pencil over here.
So the rings must die.
That is
We'll see.
super tempting to do,
There you go.
but
This is one
I
of the
only have
things that
one-
you're
I only
better
have
at,
one-
right?
1 void, so you might want to save it for a special occasion.
exactly. So I'm gonna just try to go with my gut here. I will probably pick up a Yari though, because I don't want to tip off anybody that I know how to use a sword.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that as my ace in the hole and take a spear. So do I just roll melee water?
Melee water. Yep.
I don't gotta. Okay.
There's
I was
no
gonna- I was
second
gonna say, I
checks
didn't know
or
if it was
anything,
gonna be
just-
like a skirmish or something. But okay.
All right. Are you going to keep the? Oh, what dice are you going to keep?
The 3 ring dice because the other one isn't anything.
Then
really.
you can re-roll your explosive success.
That's 1 ring
Okay, that's 4 successes
and 4 strife.
and 4 strife. Unless you
Very
don't want to
stressful.
keep that last die there.
No, I'll keep the stuff. I don't deal with the strife. I have ways of dealing with strife.
Gonna go yell at someone.
Exactly. Start bitching out somebody else. Hey Riku, come here.
Hey Riku, stop being such a freaku.
Well, Riku is like super fancy, nice lady, and she's not so nice to me. Me and her are not friends.
You are
No,
able
her friend is a friend of mine.
to defeat your opponent.
Hopefully, skillfully.
And the judges pass you. You get a passing grade.
I will take a moment to kind of respectfully acknowledge the instructors and thank them for their allowance of us to take.
You fought against the other courtier, Yusuke Jun, and he lost against you.
Yes, taking advantage. All right.
Was he that one guy that's prematurely balding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, poor kid.
Poor bald guy.
Well, might as well
He
go with
just-
the bald is beautiful look.
Hideseko,
It's very
It is
fitting for the.
time for you to show off your form for the judges.
What are the weapons?
You can choose from sword, spear, club, or stave.
Like a bow staff, a club, a tetsubo,
Tetsubo, yeah.
a spear.
I think I'll just go with the good old sword.
Okay, you pick up a bookin.
And I'll try to stay light on my feet,
So you're going to go to
like
air.
flowing like water, because
you
that
go.
seems to be like that seems to be what the judges are looking for.
Okay.
Martial arts melee water.
Ooh, pretty good.
2 explosive successes. Which of those 3 are
Nice.
you keeping?
The 3 that have something on them.
Okay.
Nobody wants to blank die.
Not in this day and age.
And there's another
Oh, I rolled. Oh, yeah. That's okay.
there's another explosive success that you can reroll again if you keep it. If you keep it.
Oh, I have to decide whether I want to keep that before I re-roll.
Yep.
Okay. I will keep that one
Okay.
and re-roll.
All right. Are you going to keep
Lots of opportunities.
Are you going to keep the opportunity dice?
I will keep my 3 successes and the opportunity, of course, from the first. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't need all that extra strife.
So you gain 3 strife.
Mm-hmm.
You effortlessly show off your skill with a katana, so much so that you are able to either remove 1 strife or check in on another contestant to see how they're doing during this competition. Or perform for the crowd and gain a glory.
I will perform for the crowd.
All right, you gain
Makes
a
sense
glory.
for her.
The judges pass you. The person you're up against, you do defeat them, but they also pass that person as they performed admirably as well.
Okay.
Who did she go up against?
You go up against
Please don't say the Kitsu. That would just be sad.
You go up against Shiba Toya.
I still can't remember who any of the NPCs are. There's too many all at once.
Last is
Akio.
Akio, the monk.
Mm-hmm.
You may pick from sword, spear, club, or staff.
I think I'll go ahead and stick with staff.
You take your monk weapon.
We're all playing to our strengths.
You show off your monk style.
Your monkey ways.
And then you are put up against you're put up against Kikita Riku.
Oh, all right.
What is your approach?
I think I'm gonna essentially go with the flow of battle and try to take advantage of any missteps that Kikita Riku would go against me with in her fight in her spar against me.
So you're going to try and take advantage of her if she has any flaws in her ability.
I'm assuming that that's a water style.
No.
No?
It sounds like air.
Air?
That is, yes, analyzing, tricking, feinting, that's all air. To take advantage of their...
Darn it. I don't have a lot of rings in that. Dang it.
But if you want to, if you're looking for water, water is about adapting, surveying, charming, shifting, and exchanging.
Oh, okay.
Air is about refining, analyzing, tricking, feinting, or conning. Earth is about restoring, recalling, reasoning, withstanding, or producing. Fire is about inventing, theorizing, inciting, overwhelming, or innovating. Like outthinking her, that would be fire.
All right.
And void, of course, is attuning, sensing, enlightening, sacrificing, and subsisting.
All right. Like, so that's how you work with void. Okay. Well, I might as well use my senses to fight against her instead of like trying to outthink her.
So you close your eyes and you try and listen to her footsteps, hear the motion of her clothes, smell her perfume, and you open your eyes and you're ready to fight.
All right. So let me. Why can I not select it?
So you're using void.
Yes. So melee, void modifiers. Oh, okay. I was wondering why I couldn't find my dice button for that.
So you're going to use melee, martial arts melee, and your approach is void.
Nice roll.
Yeah, you did really good.
Sweet.
Man, you got a success
And-
with no strife on it.
I'm going to try re-rolling my explosive success and see how that comes about.
You do not gain any strife from this roll because you are using a void stance.
Yes.
Oh, strife didn't matter anyway.
So
All right.
you
And
can,
how many die do I keep?
an equal,
Three.
three, equal to your ring.
All right. So I will go ahead and keep the explosive success, and I don't know what the heck I would do with the opportunity.
Then
gain
you
glory.
get an extra one because of this explosive success. You can keep that extra die or get rid of it if you want.
All right, I'll keep that extra die then.
Okay, it's considered an extra die you keep. So you still have
So you got 3 successes and 1 opportunity? Is that what you're taking?
All right, yeah, might as well.
3 successes and 1 opportunity. With that opportunity, you can show off for the crowd and gain a glory. You can peek in on somebody else's competition to see how they're doing to get some information.
Mm-hmm.
Or, lastly, you can get rid of one of your strife, which you don't have any right now. So,
Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and perform for the crowd.
okay,
this
you'll
time.
gain a glory point.
Monk's looking for glory.
Why not? I lost a few glory points last few playthroughs. I'm like, no, I mustn't do that to myself.
What happens as you're facing off against Kikita Riku? Her movements are extremely hard to read. But you can sense her spirit and determination. You are the first to strike out, and she deftly blocks your blow. You see her kimono, her flowing kimono, as she twirls, and she just becomes a whirling piece of fabric. And suddenly she's behind you. But you take your bow staff and you put it behind you like this and stop her blade just before it hits you. And then you turn with a wide arc to hit her. And just before you make the strike, her blade is right under your ribs. The judges applaud.
Great show.
You both get a point. But Kikita Riku is the winner of this challenge.
Aw, I was hoping I would outdo her in this one.
She
Oh, no.
beat you, but you did well.
To beat her at this challenge, you needed 3 bonus successes.
3 bonus
Three.
I got
successes.
4.
What does that mean?
Bonus successes. Bonus.
What is a bonus success?
When you meet a TN, any successes after that is a bonus success.
oh,
So I would have
okay.
needed 5 or 6.
Yeah, you would need a lot to beat her. This is her jam. But you are awarded a passing grade.
I'm happy with that.
It was weird. You didn't even know she was behind you. You sensed her spirit there and immediately blocked.
Man, if I used any other style, I probably would have failed a lot more miserably, so...
And if you play to your strength of using Void Stance, you don't have to worry about strife points.
So the front runner is Kikita Riku. The only person to fail is Yusuke Jun. And he seems rather upset about it.
Oh.
Oh.
Stupid lion. This is all your fault.
Is there any way I could probably console him a little bit?
Sure. What
All right.
do you want to do?
Just say failure is a part of growth, and just because you didn't succeed in this particular competition doesn't mean you can't succeed at any other at any of the other competitions.
He
in the
says,
future.
I don't even care about this.
Well,
Sure, that's fair.
I'm trying to think of what else to say at the moment, but I am not good at impromptu.
He says, Monk-san, isn't this all just a dog and pony show anyways?
It's a nice demonstration of what you're capable of doing, and who knows, maybe sometime in the future you'll find better successes there than currently over here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Monk-san, for your wisdom. I very much greatly appreciate the cones from Mount Togashi.
All right, and I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Yeah, I've just gotta be pleasant. It's like, might as well play to my strength.
Can I congratulate Riku and try to offload some strife onto her?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I want to agitate her.
Okay, let's find out exactly how this is done. You're using a... What are you using to agitate?
Like I'm basically gonna be courteous and congratulate her on her excellent performance against a monk, as though that were some kind of achievement. And blah 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 blah. She should have probably outdone him 10 times by that,
Yeah.
and use that as a way to kind of get a biting comment in at her, but in a way that's polite.
So you looked up the agitate rules. Where are they in the book? Do you know? Do you remember?
So actually, I didn't look up the agitate rules. I looked up the techniques that I have to agitate people.
Aha.
Yeah.
So
So I have
what is-
fanning the flames.
Fanning the flames is a courtier technique, I believe.
It is a courtier technique,
it's a
yes, a
shuji.
shuji. And my school allows me to offload even more strife onto somebody.
So what kind of shuji is it? What's the element?
It's a fire shugi.
Fanning the flames, I see it. Activation. When making a social fire check targeting one or more characters, you may spend opportunity in the following ways. One target gains the dazed condition. Fire 2. One target gains the enraged condition. Okay, so you're trying to be bitingly polite with courtesy.
Yes. And I'm using provocation as a way to do that.
Okay, let us see.
Which, under the provocation passion, performing a check that get a rise out of someone, such as a courtesy fire check, to call someone by an aggravative nickname or command. It gives you a bunch of examples, but
Okay.
that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to provoke her.
Scholar skill group.
Poke her in the shin.
Courtesy. The fire approach. Insight. Convincing someone to listen to their emotions rather than reason, reminding them of their desires, drawing their attention to yourself, getting someone to ignore risk before them, and insulting somebody openly. Okay. So, what you want to do is, I guess, make a courtesy fire roll with any bonuses you have. One of the bad
I'll
things
make
about
the roll,
this...
and then I get to re-roll up to 2 dice.
Okay, one of the bad things about this beginner book is all of these NPCs that are here, they have no stats for them. They didn't stat them out.
Uh-oh, that's not great.
I know, it's not. So I'm just going to give it a static TN.
Okay. Here's my check.
Okay, you can re-roll 2 of those.
I don't think I'm gonna re-roll any of those. I like where I'm at right now.
Okay, you can keep 2 of them.
I'm definitely gonna let me re-roll this.
You have to keep it before you re-roll it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep the explosive success. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So let me re-roll that one.
Oh, it's a blank.
Well, shuckers. Okay, well I'll take the 2 successes.
Okay.
I'll also drop 2 strife on her, and I can't fan the flame, so she's not going to get super enraged, but I will lose a bunch of strife, which is what I'm looking for anyway. So I'll drop 2 strife on her.
So, your lion technique, not that one. It is
Heart of the Lion. Once per scene, after you perform a check using a social skill that targets 1 or more characters, you may agitate or console. If you agitate, transfer strife up to twice your school rank.
And you
from
don't have to
yourself your
succeed at
target.
this roll. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't have to succeed.
You just do it. Okay.
I just do it. And I lose 3 strife because I like provoking people. So
The whole point
The
is for
5-point
him to be
swing.
rude.
for her.
Okay. Well, you do not succeed at breaking her, but you do offload some of your strife,
Yes.
which hurts her just as much.
Yeah. I'm a nice guy. You know.
In a
Fun
cynical
dude.
manner.
You're fun guy.
Yeah, I'm a fun guy.
Okay, after a brief opportunity to change out of their sparring outfits, the contestants are ushered by two by two into the garden, where each pair is given a theme on which to compose a poem. The themes tend to be based on virtues of Bushido or abstract concepts such as impermanence or hope. You only have a few moments to think, and then you must recite your poem for the judges. The judges are Bayushi Moriko of the Scorpion Clan, Yusuke Taiyu of the Dragon Clan, and Hida Goroharu of the Crab Clan. One of the judges takes a puff of his pipe as you enter. It's not we who are the poets. It's the universe itself, he says. So, the first contestant shall be... Who would like to go first? I'll let you guys choose.
I'll let somebody else go first this time.
Akio, where did you go?
I don't want to be the
Akio, you'll go first.
Yay.
Of
Because you
course,
decided
my
to run
antics.
away. You're now
No.
first.
I'm sure you'll do great at this.
We'll see. So, Corey, what are the conditions of trying to get a void roll? Aside from sensing?
intuition, importuning,
All right.
sacrifice.
Yes.
You can sacrifice your paper.
It's
It just
attunement,
burns the paper, and that's powerful.
attunement, sensing, enlighten, sacrifice, or subsist.
Well, I guess I'll just attune myself to the universe and transcribe what I attune myself to.
Okay.
It's quite abstract.
Well, poetry tends to be abstract, but poignant.
Fair.
So, what do I roll under?
You're going to make a composition check.
Composition. Okay. And that is where?
It's a skill. It's a scholar skill.
Oh. I see artisan skill. I see it under
Oh.
artisan.
It's an artisan skill then. My apologies.
Artisan composition,
Okay.
yes.
All right, let's go ahead and make our roll.
All right. You have to
Okay.
keep all three of those since you don't have
Huh?
any composition skill.
Yeah. So, anyway, I could re-roll my explosive success and see
success.
what that turns into.
You sure?
All right. So I can only keep 3 of those, right?
Yes.
3
Okay,
is
so
what
I
you
will go-
got.
Well,
Huh?
actually, you can keep Okay. You keep from your first roll. Anything that re-rolls is extra that is a bonus keep.
It's
Ah.
optional too. So
Okay.
you can optionally choose to keep what you extra rolled.
All right. I will definitely keep that extra option roll.
There's no reason
So
not to on
you
this
keep
one.
everything.
All right. See how terribly I do.
Success and 2 opportunity.
They ask you to make a composition on belonging. And while you think you make a poem about belonging, you actually make a poem about dogs.
Dogs belong.
How
to
dogs
people.
belong to their owners.
And it's more about it's more about how much you love dogs rather than belonging. Though you think it's about belonging. You can
I'm pretty sure I'll strike at one of the judges' hearts. It's like, oh, my poem.
well, you can use one of your opportunity to make sure that you are not embarrassed totally by your poor performance.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
And another opportunity you can use, since you have 2 opportunity, to check in on another opponent or get rid of one of your strife.
He doesn't have any
so I'll
strife.
check in
Well,
on
you
one
get a
of my
strife from this roll.
Hmm?
You get a strife from this roll.
Even though I
really?
did a void roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
is
not in
that...
a void stance.
Oh,
It's
that's
stance.
void stance.
Stance.
Oh, okay, I see. Might as well get rid of it.
Okay.
Because I tend to be kind of a shaky guy.
You do not lose any glory for failing this competition, but fail you do.
Well, at least it's not a total embarrassment.
We're going to go to Sainuri.
Tsunari.
I would like to use a water approach.
You have to tell me what your approach is. You can't just say water. You have to, explain to me, and then I tell you. Your topic, by the way, is loneliness.
Then I'm going to approach it by adapting a work from another poet into something about loneliness.
Okay. You're trying to adapt, which is water.
Okie dokie. So,
Mister, I have the book in front of me.
yay!
Damn. Quite a roll you got there.
Okay, it got a lot of strife though. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna keep the explosive success, and we'll re-roll that one. And do a success. Okay, so I'll keep all 3 of the successes on the first roll, and then the extra success. So I'll get 3 strife and 4 successes total.
You are a brilliant plagiarist. Well, not quite a plagiarist.
I mean, I adapted it.
Yes, you put it in your own words, so it's technically not plagiarism.
Do ideas belong to anyone, really?
So with your
Hybridize.
opportunity, you can play to the crowd, you can get rid of a strife, or
How can you play to the crowd with poetry writing?
Yeah,
Well,
there-
I guess he's performing it.
Yeah, he's performing.
Okay.
Or lastly,
turns out Sainuri
you can check on
invents,
another
the modern version
check
of
on
rap.
another competitor.
Do I get to keep? I'm gonna ask this honestly. Do I get to keep that extra one? Because I only have 3 keep rolls.
Yeah, you keep. Okay.
Oh, are you
You didn't
not
keep,
using the opportunity?
Yeah, you're not using that one. That's right. You don't get to use it. Never mind. You're keeping all the successes. Never
Exactly.
mind.
3 successes.
I want to show off
3
my
strife.
poetry skills because that's my job.
Yes.
And if
Oh,
I fail at
360
my
You're
job,
very good at your poetry, sir.
I'm extra good.
Beautiful.
I bring tears to
Sassable,
people's
even.
eyes. Oh, I'm so lonely.
Seiko is
Hang
brought
on, I
in
need to call
to
my wife.
perform poetry.
What?
Hida Seiko is brought in to perform poetry, and her topic is compassion.
I should be suspicious that mine was loneliness, though. It's like somebody knows.
What? I think back to the old master poets and their styles that I've learned about, and try to write something similar.
So you're adapting an old style and trying to reinterpret it for a new purpose.
Kind of. I'm not sure whether to say that it would be water or earth, really. Because it's partly like...
Recalling...
I guess it's not rote memory, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. You have to make something...
Okay. The same approach then an adaptation.
Okay. Like Earth is recall,
Composition. Yeah.
but you can't plagiarize here, so...
Oh, I get to keep 3. Okay.
You keep all 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really not very compassionate.
Compassion, the subject matter was not your strong suit, and it shows with the poem that you wrote. Your heart wasn't in it, but you can spend your opportunity to not look like a fool.
Yes.
So your form was good, just the subject was wrong. And so you failed the composition test.
Boo. I have a second opportunity.
Yes, you can. How would you like to spend it?
Gaining glory. I did so fabulously.
I honestly don't feel like glory would be something I could get with this kind of role. Oh.
You can't
But,
gain glory. No, there's no... Instead of looking like a fool and failing that way, you don't look like a fool. That's the
So,
only thing you can do.
Who should I check in on? Or, you know what? I'll just not gain a strife from this.
There you go. The last competition of the day is a competition of law. The last competition before lunch.
Before lunch.
Before lunch. Returning to the galley where oral trials are normally conducted, you are quizzed on a variety of matters of law, Tao. Oh, by the way, before I go on to the law, before I go on to law, the person who did the best at this competition is Seinori. He's the winner of the poetry competition.
Brilliant, Mr. Bard.
Yes.
I can do my job.
There are bards in Legend of the Five Rings.
Yeah, that's
The
what
people
I am.
who fail here is Hida Saeko, Togashi Akio, and Yusuke Jun again.
I tell Akio, I enjoyed your poem.
Thank
And-
you. I appreciate it.
Yusuke Jun is like, how am I supposed to make a poem that's not about body stuff?
I thought he was going to say
Body stuff?
because he's Yasuki.
Like,
I thought that's what
don't-
what Hinata would say.
most poems that I'm used to have a little
Oh, you mean
kinky-
B-A-W-D-Y. Okay.
Yeah, has a little kinky part to it. This is unfair. This is unfair to the crab. That's what this is. Both crab lost, and it's because of this rule. I call shenanigans.
Yes. It is definitely more difficult to leave out the sexy parts.
Hitoshi has passed both the last two competitions here.
Good schniz.
Law.
That's
So
good.
you're going to be quizzed on a variety of matters from the Tao to Bushido. There are 3 judges present, and you must answer a question from each judge.
Are they separate
The
checks for
judges
each question?
are again Akoto Ekio of the Lion Clan, Asako Himeya of the Phoenix Clan, and Bayushi Kiriko of the Scorpion Clan. Just before you enter the room, a judge brushes by you with an armful of scrolls. I hope you spent time studying for this, she says.
Is it the Asako?
This is the Scorpion. I'm going to say it's the Scorpion. Kiriko.
Is this a government check?
Oh, this is a government check. Actually,
no government.
it can be government or theology. You get a choice.
Both of them.
Did you say you're good at both or bad at both?
I'm bad at both.
We're going to start with Hida Sekio. Hida Seko. Like the watch. It's time for
I
you to
guess,
go,
yeah.
Seko.
Hey, that's what you did there.
Obviously, the best thing to do is know these rules inside and out. So, I think back to my lessons and recite them from heart.
So you're going to recall.
Yes.
That's a good way to go. Go ahead and make your roll. Would you like to spend any void?
I'm already passing. I don't have to use my point if it's not an emergency. Okay, government or theology, they're both equally bad. Just scrolling till I find... There we go. Government. Earth. Oh. So much opportunity.
You keeping all of those?
Is there even a way for me to use 3 opportunity?
Yeah, you can check up on somebody, you can lose a strife, and you can
Not look like a
not
fool.
look like a fool. Yeah.
Let's take that combination.
Oh, well, or I can just not take one of them that has a strife on it, so it's the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'll take one with strife and one without.
Okay.
I avoid looking like a fool, and I get rid of a strife.
Okay. We go to Togashi-san. Togashi-kun.
Oh my gosh, that
Well,
was such
if you
a
want to remember
bad,
the first
unlucky
name that I
roll.
have, remember Akira, but with Kyo.
Yes.
Akio.
Akio Togashi-kun.
All right.
We will ask you questions, 3 of them. Answer these questions 3, and the other side of the bridge you shall see. What is your approach to answering these questions about theology and government?
Well, I will definitely attune my thoughts to find the more desirable answers, and I will. Well, just rely on what I can attune my mind to figure out the desirable answers.
So you're
for
going
the
to
judges.
you're going to sit down in front of them in a meditative state and meditate while you hear the questions, and then the
And
universe
answer in
will.
response.
Okay.
Oh, great spirits!
You can
please
use.
whisper the
Are you going to use
answers
the
in
skill
my
government
ear.
or theology?
Theology,
Okay.
because at least I have a rank in that.
Use theology
Oh,
void.
lucky.
3 successes. Very nice.
Ooh.
Assuming you want to keep all 3.
Yes. What other choice do I have? I only see hints of smiles whenever I go to.
So
into my
you will
index.
take 3
Bust out laugh.
strife, and you will succeed at answering all 3 questions.
Sweet.
Though,
Though I'm pretty sure I looked like a goober in front.
yeah,
of the
you
judges.
kind of look like, you're sure you could have, answered the questions with more clarity, but you answered them to the best of your ability, and you pass.
All right.
Out you go. In comes scenery. The 3 judges ask you 3 questions about government and theology. How would you like to answer these? What is your approach to answering these questions? I can't hear you.
Tarek, you're muted.
You're muted, yes.
Unmute.
I'm going to
There you go.
Survey the answers and contemplate what survey the questions and contemplate what the answers will be.
What?
I don't understand.
That doesn't make sense.
It says
use-
under scholar skills, under approaches, water approach is surveying.
Yes. So surveying gives you information about like your surroundings and environment. That's a weird approach for this. But I guess you could. Like, give me more information on this. Use maybe some different words on how this would work better.
I'm going to take in the questions and try to hybridize an answer based off of what my understanding of the law is going to be.
That's more like theorizing. That's more of a fire thing.
Okay. In that case, I will spend a void point and I'll
Okay.
take a fire roll. Because at least I can re-roll dice on the fire roll.
All right. In the future, if you wanted to do a survey to intuit an answer, this is how I would do it. I listen less to the question than to the body movements of the judges.
Oh, that's a good point. That's really good. I like that. Reading body language is much more of a... You're right about that, 100%.
I guess interpret what the answer they want to hear is.
Exactly. From their body language, from the way they shift when they
point.
say a certain
But-
word.
I'll try to take advantage of some of my advantages and see how this goes. So, boop. This will also give me bonuses to relieve strife. How did I do?
You got a
Not great.
success.
So I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those dice. I'm gonna re-roll the blink die and the opportunity die because of Fukurokujin's blessing. Because he's cool with me.
Yes, Fukurokujin this is that perfect time to use that blessing.
You get to re-roll dice for that?
For
That's
knowledge, for things about knowledge, yeah.
awesome.
So
You got an explosive
I'll
success
re-roll one
there.
more because I'm gonna keep that explosive success.
Oh, no.
Which
Nope.
is nothing. But I got 3 successes
Scott.
and
An opportunity
3
and 4 strife.
yeah, I got 3 strife as well. But
That's
I lose 3
4.
strife because of my bent on history.
Okay, no
So-
opportunity, but plenty of successes.
Yep.
You answer the questions with correct answers, but not as well. If you pardon me, not as well as Bayushi Mei Lin, who not only answers the questions correctly, but also gives a little history on where the rules that are being questioned come from, why they're important to society, and thus what just goes
She's
above
an
and beyond.
overachiever.
She's definitely an overachiever.
It's also a scorpion, which I wouldn't put it past a scorpion to know the laws extremely well.
And
Did
the
she-
loopholes.
Did she get
She
3
might-
points on that one?
She might have left the loopholes out.
So they can plan with their attacks of their giant robots.
The contestants that fail here are Hida Saeko and Moto Batbiar, which with these 2 contestants, nobody is
Nobody's
surprised.
surprised. Especially Maylin, who basically called me stupid before we started.
Who just wiped the deck with you here in the...
I got really unlucky on that roll, okay? I had 3 dice.
You just had hard questions. Yeah, they were super hard questions, harder than the other people. That's what happened. I got unlucky with the questions.
Considering that
Hey,
the
I got to
cat
keep
is
3.
outside of the kingdom,
So far this day, Hida Seko has 2 points. Togashi Akio has 2 points. And Akoma Tsunari with the comeback of a
Come back,
lifetime,
kid.
5 points.
Oh, you're past now.
Yay!
The only one who's not passing is Togashi Akio.
Oh, you mean of the PCs?
Of the PCs, yes, of the
'Cause
PCs.
Hitoshi's definitely not passing.
He's not
yet.
passing yet. Nope. If he fails one contest, he loses.
So he needs to succeed.
He needs to succeed here.
He has to at least pass.
Okay.
Which
you have a
hunting
lunch
and
break.
archery, I think he's going to do all right at. I think he's going to do all right.
You guys all have a lunch break where you pull out your lunch boxes, which are called bento.
Bento.
You have bentos that you eat. And you can explore the town for a little bit if you want. Relieve yourself from some of the strife for today. Everybody goes down to half composure and strife.
If we were above it, right?
Yeah.
And you get a chance to check out some of the places around here.
Are there any shrines I could possibly visit?
There are.
All right.
Okay, we have go, archery, and hunting left.
Go archery and hunting left.
Then I come across a spirit that says, "Do not participate in the rest of the competition, otherwise they're gonna." And he gets sucked back into the void.
So,
What the hell?
Togashi-san,
Yes.
here's the map of the village of Suma, and this tower right here is the Shrine to the Fortunes,
Ah.
which you can
All right.
visit and make and commune with the kami.
All right. I think I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Temple prayers.
You hit the winning competitors with explosive diarrhea.
That's interesting.
Ugh.
Oh, wait.
What happens? You go
Wait.
against the dragon.
There's a much better place to go. Pardon me.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the map still.
You see this giant building right here?
Oh, yes.
You see all these shrine gates right here?
Yes.
This is the temple to Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun.
Ooh.
This is a major fortune, and this is a very prestigious temple, and it is a great place to go and pray.
I want to see the doggies. Yes, I'm making reference to that one video game.
Do you know the
Oh,
name of
no.
that video game?
It's that one with the thing.
It's the one
Yes,
with the thing.
wolf.
You nailed it.
Did you say Alf?
No, I said the wolf.
Oh,
Like I know Amaterasu plays
It's
that
got a-
one character. Okami, that's right. Okami.
Okami. That's
Yes.
correct.
the
It's-
Great Spirit.
It's the one with the doggo and the paintbrush? Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
I was totally lost
Is
because
that Mario
I
Paint?
don't like.
Don't
Was
you make
there a
music
line
with
in
Mario
there
Paint?
that said "I want to see the doggies"?
I was making a joke. I wasn't like in character when I was doing that.
I know.
Pretending to be in character, but not really in character. But yeah, why not? I wouldn't mind visiting the shrine.
Okay. You go to visit the shrine. As you make prayers in it, you notice Bayushi Mei Lin walks in and makes prayers as well and offers a coin.
Oh.
Is there anything you're trying to do specifically while meditating or talking to the priests here?
Hit on Maylin. Hit on.
Are monks allowed to do that? Ooh,
Sure.
the niceties of life.
Why not?
I mean, it worked in Inuyasha.
God damn it, Kikyo. Let's see. I'm also trying to remember what else because I'm trying to remember my duty, which is like visit as many shrines as possible and gain the favor of the spirits and of the shrines and temples. So,
So you're gonna try to gain favor with Amaterasu.
Pardon me. Let me ask you a question.
yes.
Is there any spirit... My apologies, everybody.
Dude, that's perfectly fine. I was like sick, like since freaking New Year's.
No, I got a piece of spittle in my larynx.
Larynx. I got a little bit of spittle in my griddle.
I
So,
thought he said Skittles.
is there a spiritual...
He's got skill box.
Is there a spiritual encounter you had recently that you might need enlightenment on?
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind asking about. Man, I keep on forgetting the name Hitoshi. Like I want to ask about like the spirit that visited us that
Yes,
asked us to watch over Hitoshi.
that's perfect. That's the best. I know it's been like 2 weeks since we did this, but that is the perfect thing to ask about.
It was a Kikita something. Kikita. It was Toshimoko's brother?
It is the late Emerald Champion.
Yeah, the Emerald Champion.
His name was, if I can look it back up, I have a picture of him too if you want to see him.
Don't mind.
Man, where is this? Here we go. Midnight Tea. Doji Setsume. So, let me show you. We're going to bring this to the front here.
All right, and let me go ahead and.
This is
squeeze my character
Toshimoko.
sheet.
That's Toshimoko.
Ah,
No,
He's an
wait,
old
that's not
man.
Toshimoko. Okay. This guy over here is Toshimoko. This guy,
getting his ass beaten.
no, the guy beaten butt. That's Toshimoko. And this
okay.
is Doji Satsume, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Tarek, you're the L5R master.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the previous Emerald Champion, Satsume, and this is Toshimoko, the old guy in charge of the Kikita Dueling Academy.
Okay.
So
Isn't he
you're
called, like the
asking,
Crow or something like that?
you asked the people in the temple about that you have seen the ghost of Setsume, and this causes, like, the priest, the Shuginja that's there, is in disbelief, but doesn't like accuse you of lying because you're you are a monk,
Spiritualist.
right? So they don't think you're lying, but this is greatly concerning. They say you did see a ghost. They're not going to deny that you see a ghost, but ghosts can sometimes be tricksters or deceivers.
Ah.
But most ghosts, some ghosts will try and tempt you into doing something that you're not supposed to. These are evil ghosts, and they can eat emotions, and they can eat souls, and they can eat your body. There are other ghosts, though, that are simply wandering spirits that are restless because there's something unfinished, something that they have a regret about. These are insanely personal things that a ghost might have unresolved. So these will give you tasks to complete. Was there anything that the ghost asked of you?
He asked of us to watch a certain competitor by the name of Hitoshi. I don't remember his last name. And personally, I suspect that watching him or him asking of us to watch over him. I suspect that he might have been a relative of his.
The Shugenja flips up a fan. I am not familiar with any relation the Honorable Doji Satsume has with a minor clan samurai. You get the impression that what you just said, from their reaction, was a taboo thing. Like, you said something really controversial.
Ah. Well, I'm not very tactful, if anything. I'm just blunt. So that is definitely...
Are you... How sure of you of this?
this is only an assumption, but if it was something that a spirit has regrets of, that he asks of the living to look over someone, that other individual that is still alive, that is my group's charge, must have some form of involvement or relation.
The
with him,
Shugenja
is my
closes
assumption.
his
The
fan.
Bayushi,
The Shugenja closes his fan. The Asahina closes his fan and puts it in his obi, his belt. He says, "Oh, if I may give you advice, Togashi-san,
I'm willing to listen.
I would help this ghost, but I would do so quietly." Satsume-sama is a very respected samurai with a very long legacy. So be mindful going forward.
I will do so.
And he will bow. And he
And I
will
will bow
walk
back.
away.
All right. Did that take up all my lunch break?
No.
No.
Bayushi
I'm also-
Meilin will finish her prayer. She will
Okay.
walk over and she will say, "Forgive me, monk-san.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation."
On
Uh-oh.
purpose. I couldn't help
That's
but
exactly what I was
overhear your
worried about.
conversation.
that's exactly what I was worried about.
I do
You-
not have foresight, in character or out of character.
You seem to have a plight much greater than just the Topaz Championship, a much greater weight that has been thrust upon you.
How so? I just seem to be looking after another individual who I can be friends with.
You are not just making a competition, but you must ensure the safety of another person in the competition. This is above and beyond what other competitors must do. If I may make a suggestion,
Hmm?
I've noticed that Hitoshi-kun has... The judges do not seem to like him here. He's a minor clan, and thus there are prejudices against him.
I don't understand why, personally.
Oh, because he is not one of us.
Why
Me
so?
and you, myself of the Scorpion clan and yourself of the Dragon clan, we are from major families. Our presence at the Topaz Championship goes without saying. We have earned our places here through the prestige of our family and our training. Minor clans have yet to earn such a right, and yet here he is. Meaning that this person has great potential. But the judges don't see it that way. They see it as a minor clan samurai intruding on a major clan event. And that such behavior must be punished. But I have intuited a way for this prejudice to go away.
Which is what?
If it would come to light that Hitoshi-san's lineage does not come from a minor clan, but a prestigious samurai. If it would come to light that he is a relative, perhaps an unknown son of the late Emerald Champion, wouldn't that raise him in the eyes of the judges?
That might be the case, but I only was given the task of keeping him safe. So I'd rather him be given the opportunity fairly and squarely without bringing up his lineage.
But he is already being prejudiced because of where he comes from. Would this not square this? Would this not make things more equal?
Hard to say. I can't confirm or deny my own speculation, but
It is something to chew on. Definitely, it is a hard decision to make. But the monks of the Togashi are very wise, and I'm sure you will come to a very good conclusion on this. It's getting late. It's time to return to the competition. Would you like to walk with me?
certainly I wouldn't mind keeping some company.
So you both together walk back to the Kikita Dueling Academy, and
Now that
you just
the
make
scene is
small
over,
talk.
Matt, if I was you, I would have just hissed at her and then thrown salt.
Yeah, I know. I'm just speaking pleasant airs. I know she's a scorpion, but it's just kind of like,
She's nice. She's really nice, and she treats you nicely.
yeah,
Go away,
just,
snail. Gonna assault the snail.
I don't personally, like, in character, like, I would think that my character would just like treat anyone as an individual regardless of their clan affiliation. So
Yeah,
there you go.
if he doesn't see anyone doing anything wrong, then he's like, all right, you're a person. And
There are
Dragon
honorable.
and the
There are,
Scorpion also have a very good relationship. So
yeah, there are honorable scorpion. There are what are they called? There's a certain name for them, and Tarek knows what they're called.
oh shit, they're called
I forgot.
scorpions with wings.
no. they definitely have a name.
They
for
have
it.
a name. I forget the name for the honorable scorpions. And they exist.
Outcast. That's what they're called.
No, they're not.
Weirdo?
Are you okay, Matt?
Unfortunately, I'm still kind of getting rid of some stuff that's in my lungs.
It's winter time. This is what winter is.
Junshin. They're called Junshin.
Junshin. That is. I knew it started with a J. I was like Josku. No, that's not it. Junshin are honorable scorpion, and they're not outcasts, and they're not they're actually.
There are some really famous, really powerful
Yep,
ones.
the scorpion like their Junshin.
cool.
They're
A great fall guy.
great fall guy, unwitting tools.
Patsies?
Yeah.
Something like that. But honestly though, the dragon and the scorpion clans
Speaking
have
of that,
good relationships between each other.
Sanuri, where would you like to go during your lunch break?
Wherever Hitoshi goes. oddly
I
enough.
also want to help you keep an eye on him and make sure he's safe and doesn't get in
Maybe
trouble.
We'll go grab some sake and discuss the games of
Actually-
Go here.
Actually, when it comes to you, Hida-san, you have been hearing about the House of the Red Lotus tea is a tea house,
Oh, okay.
and you might want to go there.
It is super fancy. Like the Ritz. And you know how crab love their tea. I don't know if it's as good as crab tea, because technically crab tea is actually the best tea in all of the empire.
Oh,
But,
really? I
yeah,
guess I picked the
crab
right
tea
clan
is
for
known
tea.
for being extremely good. But the Crane clan likes to argue that theirs is better, so you may go and have a taste.
Well, if you two are looking for some place to spend the lunch hour, or how long it is.
Hitoshi wants to go to the Merchant House of the Exotic.
Oh, what's that?
It's a merchant house of the exotic. He doesn't know what's there. All he knows is that they sell,
It's exotic.
they buy and sell stuff there.
It sounds fancy.
Well, I think a tea house sounds really good, but it would
There could be
also be
anything in
interesting
House
to
of Exotic.
see exotic things.
There might be tea there. Exotic
There
tea.
might be, yes.
There could be anything in the box, even a boat. You know how much I wanted one of those.
It's a
Well, I was thinking, there might be tea there too.
You could take the tea, or you could take whatever's in this box. Anything could be in the box. Tea could be in the box.
I rolled the log over, and it was a tiny little stick. And I thought, that log had a child.
So you
Log.
apparently all three of you go to the Merchant House of the Exotic, and I will show you everybody where it is on the map. Are you ready?
One sec.
Let's see
move
the
my character
exotic
sheet. Oh, okay.
stuff.
Just at the right spot.
Fancy. All right, yeah. Let's
Loads
go
of
to the
fancy.
merchant house.
The Merchant House. That's right.
Maybe
It's
I can
full of
find a nice
urchins.
gift for one of the judges that I could use to buy them off.
It's the black market.
It's not the black market.
It's the
I
blue
wonder if
market,
they
'cause
take
we're in
payment in
Craneland.
bits of string.
It's the black market. Guys,
No, it's
we're
the
going to the
12
black
blue
market.
We're in Craneland, remember?
Wait, you're going to the black market? Yeah, where can we go? We're going to the black market.
That Scorpion market, yeah.
We're there. Well, we can buy our guns and ammo. There's the drug booth over there, and
And there's a table full of sensor bars.
Perfect.
Oh, hold on a second. I got a perfect thing to show you guys.
oh man, I hate the kiosks selling slaves. They're just
They're never energized.
yeah, right. They keep
Are you
wanting to
ready?
give
Hey,
us.
Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat?
So everybody goes to. Don't do that. Don't.
What even is that?
It's
know.
not what you think it is.
It's like a keyboard armrest thing.
Guys,
Yes.
Guys,
that's
focus.
What it is.
Focus. The house of the
No,
Merchant
focus.
House of the Exotic. You walk in, and there are different booths and tents and kiosks and stuff like that, selling all sorts of different kinds of merchandise.
I
Any
wonder
cool
if they
stuff?
have any cool stuff from the far west.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do?
Horses.
You know what I'm going to do? No,
Know what I can do for you?
They,
Let
they
me
don't
tell.
have any. Well, hold on. I have a game called Tokaido. In it, there are.
Fancy gift options.
There are fancy gift options. That's exactly what's in here. Yeah, everything and everywhere.
And here,
That's what
we have a
happens
box
when you
full
store
of
your games on their
tumors.
edge.
Children's teeth.
Okay.
Puma claws to monkey jaws. Do not forget your he's and haws.
Nope, just a jar of children's teeth.
Yes, there are Gaijin artifacts here. But first, Tarek, what you find here are some very nice hashi. Chopsticks.
How much are they?
You also find. Let me go through what you find first. That you like, that are that other things you were like, eh. You find gofu, which is a lucky charm, and you find in ukiyo-e, which is
Ooh.
a wall poster scroll. Now, the hashi and the gofu are only 1 bu apiece. But this ukiyo-e is 3 bu. Because it is a hand-painted wall hanging by a very interesting artist.
Ooh.
Is his name Majin?
No.
That costs 3 boo.
I
Could it not be Majin
kind of
Buu?
want to get all 3 because they would make great gifts.
They would make great gifts. Indeed, they would.
So I'm gonna spend 5 koku and get gifts.
5 koku. These
Or
are
sorry,
bu.
1 koku, 5 boo.
Boo.
Yes, 5
Maybe
koku is 1
not.
bu.
I think I wrote down how much money everything was somewhere, but
Yes,
I don't
there are
see
10
it
zeni
now.
to a bu and 5 bu to a koku.
I don't see.
Hida-san, you find a netsuke, which is a hanging
Oh, yeah.
ornament that you can wear. Basically, there
Tie it
are
on your obi.
hair combs and such that things can be draped off of, or yeah, you can hang them from your obi. They're netsuke. They are jewelry. We also find, a fancy yukata, which is a type of kimono. And lastly, you find a nice bottle of sake.
Ooh.
Crane sake from the guy is touting it as one of the best years for crane sake ever.
Oh, you don't say. Well, are you going to tell me what things cost?
They all cost 2 bu a piece.
You know what? For that price, I can't pass up that sake.
Okay, 2 bu, you got yourself a bottle of sake.
Pictures of the floating world, ukiyo-e. Nice.
Did you look
I'm
up what
gonna have to-
ukiyo-e means?
Yeah,
Write out
that's
my
what I did.
stuff.
I have no idea. Could you tell me?
They're paintings of the floating world.
The floating.
Unique Japanese art form developed at known as ukiyo-e or pictures of the floating world, a Buddhist concept. Ukiyo-e suggested the sadness of uke of life. They're art of the sadness of life. They're those remember in Samurai Champloo where they were doing the ink art of like ladies who were like in suggestive positions or being put in suggestive positions,
Yes.
similar to that, but same
Landscapes.
style of art, but more specifically toward
Landscapes.
kind of sadness and contemplated situation.
Yeah.
Man, I tried to move around my little
So-
box that told me how much money I had, and my character sheet went crazy.
Uh-oh.
So, as you guys are shopping at the Netsuke shop, because all three of you are together, and all three of you are shopping together and find these items that one person may like but another may not. You do notice that at the Netsuke shop, behind the table and underneath a chair is a box filled with gaijin ceramic statues. They look like there's one with like a statue with like a couple arms attached, like 2 or 3 rows of arms. There's one with and they all look very similar in the similar style. They're not from here.
action figures?
You can't tell the quality of these statues, but you think they're on the lower end of quality. But they're all ceramic.
I know a person who might be very interested in these. How much can I haggle for how much I could?
So the guy, as you say, can I buy one of those statues?
Or look more closely.
Yes. Can I check out your statuary back there? And he says, one moment, I'm trying to think exactly what he says because this is kind of important. He says, it depends what kind of sake you drink.
What kind of sake do I drink? I am a fan of interesting sake. I enjoy sake from all walks of life and from all regions of Rokughan. I am one who enjoys life, and as someone who enjoys life, seek the joys in small things.
Well, he says, "Don't we all, sir? Don't we all? But sometimes things in life are barred to us, and those statues there, they are not for sale. I cannot show you them. In fact, I'm sorry I had these out." He takes a tarp and he puts it over. He takes like a piece of fabric and he puts it over the box and says, "It's my mistake. They're not on display. They're back here for a reason. They're not yours. They're spoken for."
Spoken for, eh? I'll look over at Hitoshi. Does he show any interest in the statuaries?
The
Or is he
statuaries.
all looking at something else?
He's looking at you and he's giving you a wide grin, but he's keeping his mouth shut.
I feel like he knows something, so I'm gonna back off away from the statues, and allow either the Hito or Hitoshi to prod more.
Okay.
I'm intrigued, but I'm not about to go off the kilter.
What about you,
No,
Crystal?
I'm gonna back off, and
Okay.
once I
Hitoshi!
think we're out of earshot of this guy, I'm gonna say, "What, do you know something about those statues? Or was he just entertaining?"
Are you asking Hitoshi? Are you
Yeah,
Hitoshi
Hitoshi.
Hitoshi says, "Oh, you guys can be oblivious sometimes. Especially you, Tsunari-kun. You're so straight-laced. You have no idea what that guy said to you."
Perhaps I do not. Did I miss some form of nuance?
It's a 3-part code.
Oh.
He asked you a question, and the answer you gave was not the correct answer.
Ah, I see. So they're likely reserved for somebody who knows the answer to that phrase.
Indeed.
I see. Interesting. Quite interesting indeed. See, this is why I need friends like you.
You'd never get a friend like me if you hadn't opened your room.
Well, I'm glad that I did.
You gotta. We gotta work on everything.
Of course.
All of this.
Also, when you said that the statues were of a lower quality, I just immediately thought of this little image right here. If I can move my camera.
Wow, it's too bright. Oh my god. What the hell is that?
That's a very poorly made Tanuki statue. The
That's
longer
what
you
I
stare,
thought.
the funnier.
These aren't Japanese at all. These are more like Indian.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
With the
I was thinking like
3
maybe
rows of
Grecian,
arms.
Like Athena
This is like
statue,
Burning
maybe
Sandsy.
the facial
But that's-
features were like mismatched or like very poorly like
At
rendered.
first I thought maybe they're like just Gaijin trinkets, and then I thought maybe they have gunpowder inside of them. And that's why he's not wanting to part with them. But I don't want to pry because I don't want to have.
They're
him
probably
throw,
actually full of heroin.
Yeah, I know, right? All the poppies.
Or opiates for more time appropriate stuff.
Oh,
I'll
fine,
see what
opium.
Hitoshi wants to do if he wants to stay around here, or actually, is he looking at anything interesting that he wants?
He bought something. Like it doesn't matter. He did buy something. Let's see what he bought.
Well, I was gonna say because I would
trinket.
offer to pick him up something because I don't know if he has the funds to spend.
Ooh, what's a shiki? A shiki.
Shiki?
Yeah, look that up. Shikki.
What
does the picture
look like on there?
It looks like a vase, but it's
Oh,
closed
it's
at the top.
lacquerware.
Yeah, it's lacquerware.
Means coated things.
That's all it is. It's just a piece of lacquered.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
basically
lacquered
like almost like cookware.
Yeah, he doesn't pick that up. I'm going to find something more appropriate for him to pick up. Oh,
So
yeah.
he can punch people in the face.
He finds a particularly a raunchy pillow book, and he picks that up for himself.
Hey.
That's what he gets.
All right. Well, we got all kinds of goodies. We had a nice little shopping trip.
And now it's time to get back to the Kakita Dueling Academy.
Let's go.
I'll eat my bento box on the way. Actually, you know what? I'll probably have already eaten.
Yeah.
I'll play my flute through the streets. My shakuhachi.
You really are a bard.
I am, exactly. The Ikoma are renowned for being great performers, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk through the streets playing a happy tune.
We go back to the Kakita Dueling Academy, which is this giant complex.
And secretly, I know that Toshimoko is a huge fan of street performers and fun stuff, like getting drunk and listening to Ikoma prattle on about things.
So now it is time for the Go tournament. A large interior hall has been cleared with a set of numbered game board, where the contestants do battle in silence. The judges roam about, indicating disapproval, curiosity, or satisfaction with a series of small grunts and sighs. There is a time limit, and slow pay is punished with a sharp rap on the knuckles. The judges... Oh, there is only one judge. Ikoma Ikehata of the Lion Clan. He will come by and study your board with an almost eager intensity. Just like a battlefield, bold tactics bear results, he rumbles.
Oh, yeah.
Bold.
We're going to start out with the lion. You're first.
Okie
Tsunori.
dokie. Can I use tactics for this?
Tsunuri.
Yeah, what
this
check is this?
This is a games check.
Games.
You cannot use tactics. It is games.
Okay. I'm going to be reading my opponent's behavior and mannerisms in order to try to gain leverage over them on my next moves.
So
That's
a survey.
Yes.
Yeah, a water check.
Yep.
Okay. You may make your roll.
Bling. To scroll all the way back down because my scrolly thing didn't work. Okie dokie. So 2 successes and 2 opportunities.
You're up against Bayushi. I'm not Bayushi. I'm sorry. You're up against Miramoto Hinata.
Hinata. Okay. Well, I got 2 opportunities and 2 successes
Yep.
that I'm going to keep. And 1 strife.
Okay. What are you going to spend your opportunities on?
So I can spend 1 to gain glory, and I
Mhm.
can spend 1 to reduce strife or look in on somebody else.
Yes.
I'm gonna look in on. I'm gonna gain a glory, and then I'm going to lose a strife.
All right.
I want to stay focused.
You're able to beat Miramoto Hinata because it doesn't seem like she understands this game very well. Like you start a row of Atari and she just puts a piece somewhere else and allows you to just capture territory. It's like that's not you're supposed to move there. Are you? But hey,
Is this some gambit?
a win is a win, right?
Yeah, I'll take it. I guess. Feel slightly bad for her and try to explain to her the game afterwards.
We will go to Saeko.
I will attempt to use tactics that I have learned about from my lessons.
So she's playing the punitive game, like attacking back at them.
No,
It's
she
quite
is trying.
earthy, right?
She is simply trying to recall all what her teacher taught her, what the tactics are supposed to be, right?
Oh, okay.
You know, kind of like people study the chess masters to learn, like, what kinds of moves you do in what situations.
She's like, if someone moves here, I have to move here, and when someone moves there, I have to move there.
I see.
So she is basically trying to recall, which is Earth.
Oh, and I'm going to use a void point for this.
And she is going to spend a void. So
How do I do that? Do I just
Yeah,
put
you'll
it up
use
here
you'll
with the
use
extra-
the die roller up there.
extra white die?
Or,
No,
what I
it's an
did last
extra-
time was
it's an
I
extra
There's
ring
an
die.
add ring to the
Oh,
skill.
the ring is the black one. Okay.
Yeah. So just roll your skill and then roll the die roller to add one more die.
Here we go.
Okay, that's wow. Hey, look at that.
Oh, not bad.
Nope, you can keep every single one of those dice.
Ooh. And roll
What?
that exploding one.
Wow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah.
He showed me up.
I'll keep them all.
Okay.
That's 4 strife as well. But I'm okay. I have almost no strife
You're
so
up against Kitsusubara, and you crush him. This kid is almost on tears, at the verge of tears, as you just outmaneuver
I just
him.
smash his dreams into
Yeah.
the dirt.
You're like, oh, that's the Kobayashi maneuver. Boop. Oh, you just did the
Hans Gambit.
the Honda Gambit, yeah. Boop. I know the counters for every one of these. I studied the book.
Okay, and for my opportunity, I will remove a strife.
Okay. We're up against
Keep it at halfsies.
Togashi-san, Togashi Akio.
Hmm?
Togashi-kun, it's up to you. I forget, you're underage right now. You're all kun. Kun and chan.
Ah. Huh. All right, so I'm trying to remember what was the proper void rolls for that. Like just being intuitive and inventive
Attune?
is fire.
Inventive is fire. Attune, sense, enlighten,
Don't you
sacrifice,
have
subsist.
anything else you're good at?
Well, I could, yeah, like I could use fire, but I want to play it safe. But you know, let's try to be inventive this time and see where it takes me.
Fire. Excellent. Excellent. A
Like,
fire
just have
attack.
a decent ring.
Just light the board
Rank
on
on
fire,
attempt they
and
wanted.
then nobody wins.
So,
Then nobody wins, and then
You think on the
everyone
fly and try to invent new moves no one's ever seen before.
Ugh.
To marginal effect.
To marginal effect, yes. You fail.
But you can make yourself not look foolish.
Yes, you
Which
can
I
make it.
shall.
You were trying to look. You were trying
I
to do
was
something new. Maybe
trying
that's
to
at
do
least-
something great.
Yeah, it's worthwhile to try to innovate.
Yeah. Hey, it's a failure, but it's a learning experience.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
you were
I see.
already supposed to have learned all this. Moving on.
Don't feel bad. I failed at the courtesy part where I'm like good at courtesy.
Oh, yeah, and I did really terribly at the obstacle course of all things.
Archery butts are placed in long rows at one side of a training field, and 3 lines are drawn in the sand at intervals, leading away from each butt. Contestants collect a bow and 3 arrows and line up on the closest line, fire, and then retreat to the next line, and repeat, so their shots become more and more difficult. You must hit 2 of the 3 shots to be considered proficient and pass. The closer to the center of the target, the better. This is a martial arts ranged check. The judge is Kakita Nomori of the Crane Clan. The judge bows to you serenely. True archers understand that the arrow knows the way to the target. We are going to start with Saeko. Saeko's up first.
I survey the area, check the wind speed and direction, and aim carefully.
All right, you're using a
Sounds
water
like water.
approach
Yes.
because you're checking wind and all that stuff. You're surveying the environment.
There we go, narrative.
Now destroy it with all your might.
That's a nice roll.
I will re-roll my success.
Okay. So I assume you're
All
keeping
right,
the
I
2
keep
successes and the...
And the opportunity
with
without strife.
There you go. You will gain a strife.
And I will play to the audience to gain some honor. I mean, glory.
So what happens is that you notice there's a strong breeze and shifting terrain, and you compensate for that with your footing and with your aim, and hit all 3 targets. Back, back, back. They're not dead center, I don't believe.
They shouldn't be
No.
with that score. But they're good.
And that's what matters.
Oh! Before all of you go, I apologize. Before any of you go,
Oh, something about the judges, perhaps?
Or about the last round.
Hitoshi goes first and has a poor showing. It doesn't look like he might win this competition. It may be that he fails this archery check. Unless somebody does worse than him.
Well,
So, with that in mind, Saeko, are you keeping that result that you just said?
I'll take the fall.
So somebody doing worse than him might help him pass.
Exactly.
You
take
know
the
what?
glory. Survive.
I am already definitely passing my Genpuku, and I feel good about my hunting abilities. So I'll throw this one for him.
Okay. Gain a point of honor. Unless Togashi Akio has another different way to help him pass.
How would I be able to do that? Is the question.
There was an option given to you just a scene ago.
Oh,
I honestly don't like who would.
I would rather I would rather consult Senori and Saeko about that.
Well, you have time to do it before the competition, before it starts.
Oh, before we do.
Oh, wait, you don't. You don't.
Yeah.
You have.
This is-
You see him do a poor showing. Saeko is about to go up next. You can stop the competition right here to do something that may stun everybody, or you may let her go do her archery.
What the heck would I do to stun everyone?
What?
If he starts to do something, I'm going to wrap him on his knuckles with
What?
my.
Hold on. What happened last scene?
Oh,
you talked to the Bayushi.
Where you talked to
Yeah.
Bayushi, right?
Yes, she was willing to reveal.
No.
Not she was.
No?
She
Oh,
said
no.
you should.
Oh,
It's
I
not
should.
hers
Like
to
she was
tell.
heavily implying it, and I was really not considering doing so. I was actually
Okay.
thinking about erring to the side of what's the right word? Caution,
All
as
right.
the head priestess suggested.
So at this pivotal moment, you decide to keep quiet and don't reveal what you know. Right?
What you think you might
What
know.
you think you might know.
It's only an assumption. I can't confirm it.
You see Saeko get up there, and you see her aim true, and then move her bow before firing, shooting wide on every shot. She bows, thanks the judge, and then leaves. You're up next.
I was about to do that.
You can do it too.
You can if you want.
But you also need
But
to
she went
pass
first.
your Genpuku.
Huh?
But she went first, and yeah, you haven't passed your Genpuku yet.
You want to perform
You
well
need more
because
points.
you risk not passing your Genpuku if you fail. So you should just try to do your best.
All
It's
right.
not something you want to spend a void on. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, considering that I suck at ranged right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the arrow knows
you
the
have
way.
unarmed and
Don't
melee,
forget,
don't you?
The
And not
arrow
ranged.
knows the way.
The
Wink,
arrow.
wink, nudge,
Wink,
nudge.
wink, nudge, nudge.
Spend a void and try to use your void trade.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. So
The arrow knows its way. You don't need to worry about it. Don't put too much work. Just
Please
let Mushin happen naturally. No mind.
Mushin
No
or
mind.
motion?
Just act. No thought.
Just the universe traversing through
Did I
me,
freeze?
taking action.
That's your approach?
Yep.
That is void, yes.
All right.
Void archery. And you spent?
Woof.
Did you spend a void? I didn't hear whether you did or not. Well, it's too late now. You already rolled your dice.
You
And
have
I got two explosive successes.
You do have two explosive successes.
So I'll re-roll both of the successes to see what I can get out of those.
Just
All right.
opportunity.
All right. So
You get to
so
keep.
I just keep 3, or
You keep the first 3. Yeah. Before you roll those explosive successes, you have to keep.
yeah, I'm keeping those.
Okay, so you kept all 3 of those, and then you're keeping the extra.
Yeah, I'm keeping the extra opportunity.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh
we
no,
lost
Tarek. Tarek's gone.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah,
he'll be
something
back.
funky was
Here, watch
going
that.
on with Spectrum.
Boom! Look at that. Now there's just 3 of us.
It looks a bit weird.
Well, it is almost 10 o'clock. It's been almost
Yeah.
12
So this will be the last
hours.
competition. Hopefully Tarek will join us when his connection is better.
We have one more for the day,
Yes.
and then it's the duel between the 2 front runners.
So, this is what happens to you. You are able to hit 2 of the 3 targets.
But-
How would you like to spend your opportunity?
All right, so I will definitely take a
You'll get 3
take
strife.
an opportunity, huh?
You're going to get 3 strife, by the way.
Take an opportunity to get rid of 1 strife.
Okay.
And I will also use my other opportunity to make myself not look foolish.
You
Oh, you already
Or-
don't.
you already don't. You passed.
Oh, okay.
Just have it.
All right.
You can play yourself up for the crowd.
Or check out somebody
Or-
else's ability.
Yeah.
And see what they're doing,
All right.
including the judges.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about inspecting the judges on this, considering
Okay.
how our charge was doing
Would you
poorly
like
at this competition.
Would you like to check out the runner-up of last year, Bayushi Sugai, or Toshimoko,
All right, so let's
the
see.
Master of Ceremonies?
Huh?
The Master of Ceremonies, Toshimoko, or Bayushi
Okay.
Sugai, last year's runner-up?
Let's take a look at Bayushi Sagai.
All right. Every time Toshimoko puts himself as a judge in this competition or says something to the contestants or anything of that nature, it's very subtle. But he gives him, Bayushi Sagai is a guy, by the way. Bayushi Sagai gives him like a disdainful look. Like he's bitter about something. Like every time there's a friendly, hey, this happened, or hey, if you try like this next time, maybe, and he'll just be like, how dare he?
So that's Bayushi Sagai reacting to
To Toshimoko.
I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. And sorry, both of my nostrils just got stuffed up, and I have no idea how to get rid of it. It's like, how dare you?
Tarek's been.
We lost
gone for
Tarek,
a
and we lost
while.
my nasal capability.
Yes. Tarek said his internet went out.
Yeah, I just saw the notification for that. Working on getting it back up right now.
And
That's
he
unfortunate.
Hasn't shot yet either.
But it's the end of the game. This is where we'd usually end the game. We can the last competition, the hunting competition, or the second to last, mind you. There's one more day of this. We can do next time, if that's all right with everybody.
I am fine with that, and
Yeah.
hopefully I will be feeling a lot better than I am today.
So thanks for playing.
Oh,
We'll
came
come
back
back
to
in
roll
1
20.
week, Saturday, at 5. No, not 5. 6 o'clock Pacific. Oh wait, there he is. Tarek,
Tarek!
you're back.
Hey.
We were gonna end the game right here, if that's okay, before the hunting competition. So the scene hasn't ended yet.
Well, he hasn't shot yet, has he?
Oh, has he? Has he not shot?
No,
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh no, Tarek, you need to make your shot.
Yeah, we
Okay.
at least need to finish off this competition since we can.
Take a pot shot.
I
What
pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
You have to give me
Ignore
an
it.
approach first, buddy.
Yeah, well, I pressed the wrong thing entirely, so
It's
Yeah,
unarmed
unarmed.
air.
yeah. I was trying to scroll up, but I pressed the wrong button. So I'm going to do exactly the what Hida Saeko was going to do. I'm going to survey the area, lick my finger, and test the air quality. I'm actually a trained archer, so I'm going to use all of my skill to my advantage.
I don't think it's about air quality. I think it's more about like wind
Like
direction.
exactly wind
Cool.
direction.
Wind direction.
I'm
Air,
also going
air
to
quality.
pollution, any thickness in the air.
It's smoggy today. It's a.
It's a bit
Cedar pollen seems unusually high.
good,
And I
though.
taste a little bit of mold in that one too.
It's very fishy air.
And we're nowhere near a harbor.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is a. Look at the map. It's a freaking river.
Yeah.
I meant
okay.
the ocean. Pardon me.
So I will survey the tournament grounds and try to come up with the best way to align my shots.
Okay.
And bloop.
Bloop. Ooh,
Okay. Which
that's
3
a
are you keeping?
good one.
Before you re-roll, tell me which 3 you're keeping.
I'm keeping the 3 successes.
Okay. Roll again. Gain 2 strife.
I will do that.
Gain-
Oh, another.
Are you keeping that one too?
Success and strife.
Yeah, I'll keep that one as well. So I'll
Okay.
gain another strife.
You gain another strife, and you make 4 successes.
I am good archery boy.
You are good archery,
archer
boy.
Oh, hold on. And Senuri. Let's see here. You do very well. You hit the bullseye on 2 of the 3 targets.
Ooh. Golf claps.
And I offer wing flaps.
How did Matt do?
Matt made his roll. He hit 2 of the 3 targets.
Excellent.
But no bullseyes.
But
I
no
assume.
bullseyes, yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, the dragon boy, he failed.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What was that? Oh.
Huh.
Oh, check it out. I have a tiny Coke bottle.
I read
Where'd
this
you get that
entire
tiny Coke
Little-
bottle?
I read this entirely wrong. And I have to
Oh?
apologize to everybody.
Everybody
It
explodes.
says Hitoshi needs to win this contest, not just succeed.
Oh.
To achieve his Genpuku. If he does not, he fails the championship with only 7 points. You should point this out to the PCs by saying, Hitoshi hasn't quite reached 8 points. A strong showing here is vital for him. He has to not just win the competition, but be the front runner. So you know what? You didn't flub that roll, Saeko. You got your point for this.
Okay.
Hitoshi
I'm
went
not
first.
sure how winning would be something we could ensure happened.
Hitoshi went first and got 3 bullseyes. Very close to the center. If you would have gotten 3 bullseyes, you probably would have won. Or
But
actually, no,
because
he also gets 2 bullseyes and is very close to the 3rd bullseye. You are just off that mark, Tarek, and you didn't win. But you did pass the competition. So Saeko, we're gonna make sure you did win.
I'll put like my strife and glory and everything to where it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I'm sorry.
No worries. Not at all.
Read all of the text before making a decision, Corey. Be a good game master for once. Don't be a hack. You're always a hack, Corey.
One strife and
Because your mother's a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
Well, Tarek, now that you're back, let's finish off the scene with the hunting challenge.
Okay.
All right, guys?
All right.
We got to go a little faster on this one because we're past time.
Okie doke.
The last trial of the day is hunting, and it is the longest. Contestants are instructed to make their way into the forest behind the school with either a bow or a spear and bring back the most impressive game they can find by sundown. If you are a Shugenja or monk who is strictly prohibited against the spilling of blood or handling of corpses, even animals, you are invited to instead return with valuable or rare medicinal herbs. Pardon me.
Nice.
I'm up for that. I was actually kind of wondering. It's like, oh. I
But
don't wanna
you're not
create it.
forbidden from spilling blood.
This trial is a survival check. It is judged by Haruma Kagehiro of the Crab Clan. Keep alert, he says. The hare and bucks are quick to flee. You'll have to spot them first. So, Moto Batbiar is the first one, and she brings back a splendid silver-furred fox, making her a hard. It's a hard
Thing to win against.
yeah to top. It's a hard prize to top. Is a silver-furred fox.
And then all of a sudden you see someone else walk away with a silver-furred bear. It's like, what?
Well, I feel like the Hita's gonna come back with a goblin and be like, "I got it,"
But all contestants are doing this at the same time.
and we can't team up, right?
You
the
cannot
rule.
team up. No, you're forbidden from teaming up. So,
Teams.
everybody, I suggest you give me an approach. We'll start with Togashi-san. Togashi-kun.
All right. So I am gonna go ahead and let's see, survey the area and try to find the best herbs I possibly can within the land. So, like monks have to look for herbs or any medicinal plants, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to make a water check. It'll be water survival.
All right.
And I know you got survival. Oh no!
Can I get can I use my void on this?
You have to use it before the roll.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Do you have any? Have you looked at your advantages and disadvantages?
You may have some that are.
Yeah, you have techniques and stuff you can use to help you out.
Let's see. Oh, my animal bond. But I don't think we introduced my little friend
We have
yet.
not. We have not. No.
Unless I somehow contrive the story to where I meet my little animal friend who picked out like one of the best medicinal herbs you can ever find out there. It's like, hey, here you go.
I'm asking if you have any advantages that allow you to re-roll rolls like. No.
No, not even my school ability, Blood of the Kami.
Okay.
I only have like Ebisu's blessing, animal bond.
So
and,
let's
What
do
does
this.
Ibisu's blessing do?
allows me to like get
I don't know what
really
my things do.
what was the right word? Like get to know like the common folk. Like I can like pick up on rumors. I can essentially be able to talk and gain the trust of common folk, and use that to my advantage.
When performing a check which this blessing is useful, such as Commerce Earth to safely transport goods, or Labor Earth to check to plow a field, you may re-roll up to 2 dice. So he does have a re-roll thing.
But it's not useful here.
But it's not useful here.
Peasantry in the area.
So this is what happens. Togashi-san, you go out to go hunting, and you can't find any medicinal herbs. How are you using your successes here? Not your success, but your opportunity.
My opportunity? Well, not to look foolish in failing, that's for sure.
Okay.
And also to get rid of the strife point that I earned.
Well, you earned another strike point here. Oh wait, what are you? You can only keep 2. So.
Oh, okay. So I'll just keep keep the success and the opportunity.
Okay. So we'll get to what happens with you a little later. Saeko.
I head out into the woods, checking for little footprints and broken twigs that might lead me to some nice game.
So you're using survey.
Yes.
It is a water survival roll.
I didn't realize I had 2 in survival.
You're good at this.
Okay, I have 1 thing to reroll.
But tell me what you're keeping first.
Well, don't I only have to proclaim that I'm keeping... Well, in this case, it doesn't really matter. The 2 successes and one of the opportunities.
It's order of operations. Whereas you tell me what you keep, then we resolve successes, then explosive successes. So you have to tell me what you keep first before you resolve the explosive success.
Yes, the successes and an opportunity.
Okay. And another opportunity.
2 successes, 2 opportunities.
So you capture yourself a nice little hair. What do you use your opportunities for?
It's a glorious hair.
Not compared to my silvered-haired bear.
For glory and reducing strife.
Okay. And lastly, it's Tarek. And
So
Tsunade.
my first instinct is to try to enlist the help of the common folk and see if they have any advice on where to check for good game, since we have time. And then go and survey those areas in order to hunt down the best game. I'd
You
like
know
to
what?
fight a walrus.
A walrus. We have any icebergs nearby.
So everybody says, go hunting, and you run off into the city, and everybody's confused, but they kind of let you go.
I'm hunting man, the truest challenge out there.
How long do we have for this?
Oh, I'm gonna hunt a bandit.
The most challenging game.
Exactly.
I'm going to say this is fire, because you are innovating something interesting here.
Okay.
It's a saber-toothed bandit.
Are you going to spend a void? It's going to be fire survival.
Yeah, I'm spending my void. And then, oop.
Uh-oh, get another success with your void.
What happened?
Roll your void.
Roll an extra die for your void.
Oh, okay.
The black one.
Ooh, that was close.
You pass.
You do pass.
Success.
So you run into town. And in town, you notice there seems to be as you make your way and you start talking to people, they're like, hunting, you go find the Skinner in the market square, and you go down there, and as you walk you see this, it's obviously a chef, and she is super upset, and she's arguing with the shopkeeper about ingredients. Do you
Oh yeah.
This is a role playing game, man. I'm not talking to myself here.
Yeah, I'll walk up and kind of
Instigate or investigate?
unobtrusively insert myself into the conversation and see what kind of ingredient she's looking for.
All right. She says that oh, Samurai-san, many apologies. I did not wish to disturb you. I would assume all of you would be at the competition right now.
I am at the competition right now.
That's very interesting that you're here in town. This my problems are insignificant compared to yours. What can I do for you?
I am wanting to find. I'm in a. I am taking part in a challenge that is having me go hunt for game, and I thought, what better of a place to come than see the local Skinner and see if there is anything that I might bring back as game, as a catch, to help suffice the city.
Well,
perhaps I might hunt down what you're looking for.
Maybe we can help each other. My stock has spoiled for the feast tonight. There's to be a dinner after the competition, and I am the head chef, and my stock has spoiled, and I need stewfish eggs.
Stewfish eggs? Where might I find those?
These are basically koi fish.
Oh, okay.
Large koi.
In the river.
Yes. And she says, I don't know how to harvest them, but I can tell you where they are. If you could get me these Sue eggs, I'm sure you'll win the competition and help in the feast tonight.
It would be my honor.
The guy behind the booth is like, yeah, and you could sell some to me. The Scorpion came and bought out my entire stock.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'll go and look for them. Perhaps you can help me extract them when I return.
Extract them. You go into the river and you harvest them.
Scoop them up.
I see.
He'll
That's
explain to
actually- I
you.
was
just that.
He'll explain to you how you harvest them, and he'll give you like a net made to harvest them.
Okay, then I'll go and do that.
Okay, you are able
think-
to go find some sewfish eggs, and you harvest them, and you bring them back, which gives you a passing grade.
Yay!
And I think what Tarek was going on about was like, you know, how people people would harvest caviar.
Yeah, with a
Squeeze it out.
Squeeze it out. I don't
Something
know.
like
I've never done that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah. When you get fish eggs, yeah, that's how you go. You go through and pick up the fish, and then you get like a female fish and pull the eggs out. You massage
Apparently,
them.
no. These are. If
When
I
you
can.
cut them out.
They're
too.
already laid.
Yeah. These large koi-like creatures leave the water to lay their eggs in nests.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
The eggs are a great delicacy, and a young chef needs it for stock.
Totally doing that then.
And the Scorpion have them too. Mwahaha.
Mwahaha.
But you left before you asked why the Scorpion bought them. That's
Yeah,
on
I did.
you. That's could have gained some information
I just
there,
figured
but you
because
didn't.
they wanted them.
Because they like eggs, of course.
Or maybe because they're going to use them in some nefarious egg plot.
Actually, they are. Seriously, it says right. I can't tell you, but you missed that information. You missed the nefarious egg plot.
They're going to hatch them, and
Only I
then
had
they're
an
going to
opportunity.
send the monster koi
Oh,
feast on the bok choy.
dang it.
What?
I
What?
forgot two of you were out of frame for the longest time when you came back. Because I forgot to resize the frames. Whoops, that's on me. But thanks, thanks Full Metal Goblin. You're awesome for telling me. Hey!
Hi.
Thank you for watching our goofiness and my silly antics. Whenever I get a little too bored.
And my unbelievable zoom ability.
So that's it for you go back and you give the chef the eggs and you gain a koku for all of your trouble.
Yay, for my fish handling.
You brought
They
the
insist
best game
they
possible.
insist on paying
Money.
you even though you refuse. They say no. No, Samurai-san, you must accept this. We do not take charity. This is for you.
Like, you did the work. Take the money.
I will begrudgingly accept.
Of course, of course. In the most courteous way possible, as befits the station of your samurai-ness.
Well, if you insist, I cannot turn it down.
So, in the hunting challenge, the front runner, of course, is Moto Batbiar, who brings back a splendid silver-furred fox.
Splendid.
And Miramoto Hinata and Shiba Toya fail to make their marks here. After the hunting trial, the judges meet to compare notes and tabulate the final standings. The contestants are
probably not
returned
in
to
the
their
top
lodgings
anymore.
to change into finery and prepare for the evening's feast at the Suma Magistrate's estate, which will be the next thing. And you know the chef already there, Tarek.
I do. I might drop in and say hello.
So the
Also,
final
what's
tallies
that?
is Saeko has 14 points.
Heyo.
Akio has 9 points.
He's graduating.
Pass.
And Tsunari has 11 points, making up for his dismal showing the first day.
Yay!
Oh, you got 8 today, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
How's our
Yeah.
Hitoshi boy?
He got at least 8.
He passed
Passed.
with 8 points exactly.
Sweet.
Now we just have to make sure he doesn't get poisoned to death or stabbed in the back.
Oh!
I'm avoiding the shit out of that.
Or does something that he may regret.
So guys, that's it for today. No XP for this game. But
Yet.
once the adventure's done, you'll get another 4 XP. If you did not spend your XP this game, you can spend it in the downtime between games. We'll be back here next week, Saturday at 6 Pacific time. We hope to see you all back here. If you're watching this as a recorded show, please like and subscribe. We appreciate you coming and watching us here.
L5R content. Yay!
Yay!
Awesomeness.
So say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.